Alright, y'all. My phone died, so I'm trying to pick back up where we left off. So I fed the wires through for here. I actually did some stuff before I realized my phone was off, but nothing crazy or important. We're trying to figure out how I'm going to run these wires. He shows, I went back and looked at the documentation. He shows to take them and run them down here and zip tie them here, but the problem is we need them to go this way. So I'm going to do double zip ties here again. I did it before, after the camera or the phone died. But they were causing issues because I had this piece sitting out here. I need it to kind of be hidden in here if I can. We're going to try, right? We're going to try to get this to work, hopefully. Because the only thing I'm trying to do is keep the wires out of the way. So let me make sure. Let's see if we can get this. Uh-oh, I didn't do it right because I'm going to have to keep them going. Actually, hold on. I might be able to reuse this zip tie instead of wasting it. Let me just cut the very end off. There we go. I can reuse it. Okay. So let's see if what I'm even thinking of doing is even going to work. Okay. Dadgummit, again I did the same dang thing. Hey! What I'm doing wrong is I'm moving this one up too fast when I need to try to move them in sync. So, or get a bigger zip tie, but let's see. Oh, to help if I put this in here. Alright, let's see. Now this is something that I'm just trying because I don't know exactly how to get these wires up here and make sure they stay. Dadgummit, I just did it again. I'm so used to doing that. Alright, we're going to stop right now with these. Because that's just getting frustrating. Alright, let's... Oh. I just learned something new about my mic. So if I hit the sync button, it starts and stops the recordings. Okay. My bad. Alright, let's try to figure this out. How we're going to route these out of the way. They just go up here to the front. And then we're obviously... Ow, we're going to wire them in. I don't know how in the world these wires have a mind of their own, but they do. We're not worried about these wires over here, because those are completely independent. So what we might do, we might come down here and zip them here and then go up, because that would give plenty of play for this to work. Let me just pull these up so that way they're out of my way. Alright, let's see if we take them. It's just 4 wires. And we zip them up here. Because that's why you put a lot of excess wire, guys. Because if you don't, you're gonna get in a bad position. There we go. Get this out of my way. All right, let's see. Whoa. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, nope. Okay. Man, dang, I cannot get this. There we go. Sheesh. Let me get it in there. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to zip it over here. I'll show you guys. Hold on. I need to make sure I pull these wires through before. There we go. Okay. Now we'll pull them back. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to make sure that the head of the big head of the zip tie is in here, in this crevice right here. And then we're going to flush cut it. And the reason we want it in there is so that way it cannot interfere with the movement of this device. Or of the levers, I should say. Okay, so let's see. Now if we move stuff, again I gotta make sure everything's back out of the way. Okay. Oops, jeez Louise, man, makes it sound like I'm gonna break it. Okay. Gently go forward. Back in. Yeah. Okay. So that's going to be the play. So zip tie it right here with your, the big fat part of the zip tie head to be inside this crevice in here in this square. And then you're just grabbing them. You're not trying to tighten it up like crazy. You're just trying to grab them to keep them up out of the way. So that actually is working just fine. I don't know how all this stuff keeps migrating to the dang silicon mat here. Whoop. Let me put this back. Let me get its other spacer, which is up here. But I meant to grab this. I think it goes this way. Make sure these are pulled in all the way. Maybe. Jeez, this thing is acting crazy stubborn right now. This 4mm. Oh, it is in all the way. Okay, my bad. Okay. Put it in idle. Nope, wrong one. We're going to use the black thin one. Spacer. Okay, now we're going to grab our right walls. Now, these screws, these are meant to be flat heads, so I'm actually going to replace them real quick. Oh, those are not. Hold on. These screw sets got a little messed up. I don't even think 10's big enough. We'll see. I might bump up to 14, which I don't know why that's the next size in this set, but let me take these out and see how I feel about putting those in. Move this out of the way. And if I like it, I'll leave these in on this side, and I won't worry about the other side right now. It'll be okay. So let me move this. Check my camera. I want to make sure I'm in a good spot, which we are. You guys should be able to see what I'm doing down here. Again, I'm just swapped out. Those are for this right here, for the stepper motor mount. Yes, I do. Oh, actually, yeah, those fit a lot better. Oh. That one doesn't like its home, apparently. Whoa. So we might be swapping this one out for 14. Well, plus there's a bunch of junk right here. Let me get a 14 now and see. Jeez Louise. That dang bin. It's like holding my screws hostage. Yeah, that 14 actually is way better. So I'm just going to replace them all with 14 millimeter long screws. Whoop, instead of these stubby little 10s. So I won't worry about the other two on camera. I'll do those off camera. But I will replace these ones with 14 instead of these small little 10s, because they don't go in far enough to really give a super good grip. So let me put this in. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. We are making a lot of progress. Okay. So with this one, I'm going to take this wall off. Remember, we're taking the outside wall off because we need to be able to attach these M4s in there. And it's just going to be a lot easier to do it off. And also, I need to replace this with a correct screw, a button head screw, instead of the countersunk screw. That is wrong. But I'm also I need to attach this gear as well to the other side, because when we get this wired up and configured in MobiFlight and stuff, we need to test it to make sure all of this is going to work properly. Which this is fine. We already know that doesn't interfere, so we are going to move that stuff up there. I need to figure out... Oh, I know how to do this. So I'm going to have to undo this, which obviously, like I said, I need to undo it anyways, because that screw is incorrect. But I'll have to attach this to the transfer rod, and then I will have to screw it together. So what I might do is, I might do a little dab of maybe super glue or some hot glue in there to get this. Oh no, actually I don't have to. Yes, I will have to, because I need it to sit at the bottom. Because even if I put M6 screw or grub screws in there, golly, let go. Jeez, I need to find my other glue, because this thing's just, it's at its end. Alright, there we go. Nope, I need my tweezers. We're going to do it just like this. Oh, we'll just use the back of it. Put a little pressure. Because what you don't want this to come out after you've, secured this and everything. It's just going to be a pain in the butt. So, put a little dabs of super glue on there. It ain't going to hurt nothing. You can use hot glue if you want. I need to find my screw kit. Oh, here it is on the floor. And let me get a button head screw for this. I don't remember what size it is. I think this one will work. It's a little shy. That's a 16. So let's just do a 20. I think this is an M4 by 20 anyway. So we'll give ourselves some grace. So that is the wrong screw for over here. We're going to want proper screw for this. So now I need 2, okay, there they are, yes. 2 M3x6 Grub screws to connect these together. You could use 10 millimeters if you wanted to, but I've noticed these are just fine. So let me get my Allen key. Now this is kind of going to be a pain in the butt because well, let's go ahead and start. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and start both of these. What we're going to do is we're going to get it flush with the inside. Whoa. It's always crazy how when your hands are doing this. That was weird. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and get this Grub screw started. Whoa. As well. Just that way they're already in here and they're already started straight. Alright. So now we'll push this on here. Uh-oh. Might have one in too far. You don't want it to have any resistance. Let me undo both of them just a turn. So there we go. Yep, there we go. Okay. So now we're gonna screw these in and try to get through the hole. Oh, nice. I think I nailed that on the first try. I did. Okay, cool. Get it flush with the outside or a little under. And then we'll spin it. There we go. And we'll put this one in. Nice and straight. And there we go. And now that's in. If you want to test rigidity and stuff, just spin it and see how it spins. It feels good to me. So that is good. Now we need 2 M4 lock nuts. What are these? Are these these are M5s? Oh, these are M4s. So these are two. Okay, so we need 2 of these for this other side. Oh, daggum. Well, I got way more than I needed. Okay. All right. Ah, my foot. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're gently going to get this up here. We're going to push the M6 threads through, and then the M4. Oh, dadgummit, y'all. Don't put that on yet, dang it. Yeah, I apologize. It has to sit on the outside of this wall. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry if you did that already. So unscrew it, or I'm gonna unscrew it. I hope you didn't do that. Which is gonna make it even more difficult to try to get it together. I believe that's out enough. Let me go over to this side. We'll do this way. This is going to be one of the hardest parts, obviously, is the wiring, but getting this gear on here with the wall and stuff in the way, it's going to be a little difficult, I'm not going to lie. Okay, let's put the wall on. Feed our M6 all threads, our M4 all threads. Let's get these nuts started on these M4s. Oops, wrong way. Don't do it backwards. Okay, we'll do this one. Okay. Now we need to get this on here and try to get it secured. Let me see if something's blocking us up here. Oh. Oh, I think okay. So now I need to see how we're going to attach this. I would assume we're going to have to try to get this lined up. Let me turn this other side to get it straight up and down. Push this on here. And let's get our Allen key in here. This is going to be a tough part, like I said. This is going to be really tough. Sorry, I meant to put my head in here. I got to see this. This is really tough. Maybe if I push this all the way forward, can I see more? So if I do that, I am able to see more and get this kind of in here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I can't actually get an Allen key on there. So how in the world are you supposed to attach this to this other side? Because I can't get an Allen key in there unless I were to turn it, I guess, directly sideways. Oh, but okay, I can't do that because now one of them is going to be in the way. Okay, guys, we're figuring this out. This one is going to be a tough one. So, if we do it sideways, how in the world do we get an Allen key in here? Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Can I turn it? Sheesh. This is tough. Am I missing something here? Like, is there supposed to be a way to do this? I don't feel like I am. This is really hard. Because if you do it, like, let me squeeze these walls together. Maybe let me put a nut on here and see maybe if I can get the walls squeezed together how they should be. Maybe that'll help. We're gonna find out though, guys. Okay, that's nice and sturdy. Can I get any better clearance? Let me just see if let's just do this. Let's put this on there. I can't get my Allen key out. Okay. Man, that is tough. Maybe if we go from the bottom. Oh, geez. Man, that gearing system is kind of rough. Man, you need a really long Allen key, but that would be a good way to do it. I don't have an Allen key that long. Man, that's tough that's tough to do that. Man, how in the world would you get that in there? Because one way or another, you're going to put it together. It's got to get in here. Let's see, which way did I just go the wrong way? Okay. Can I maybe do it this way? Whoa. Okay, it looks like I can do it. Ah, dang it. So I can get it in there at least. At about a 45 degree angle. If I can get this Allen key to sit in here, we'd be doing pretty good. It's not one. Come on, buddy. Just drop it. Just drop it. Sorry, guys. I know this isn't really great, but man, this is something, dude. I'm trying to make sure I don't pull my wires out, too. Let me turn this a little bit more this way. Just getting the Allen screw. So if you can do it from the bottom, that's the way to do it. I don't have a long enough Allen key to do it from the bottom. So the 45 is like the best I got. I just got to do it a little bit at a time. God, I hope I don't have to take this thing apart again. Ooh, sheesh. I got it. I got it in the hole, thankfully. Now I just got to do another one. But it's just, I mean, it's a fantastic design. I mean, like I've said, I think in the first video, where are you going to get a full 1-to-1 throttle quadrant for a couple $100 total? Alright, that one's in. Let me do just a little, one more turn. Alright, now it's underneath. Oh, I went past the hole. And the worst part is I gotta try to get this started in here and everything. That's probably gonna be a pain in the butt. Oh, jeez Louise, I just moved y'all way over. Alright, let's do this again. The good thing is, once you get one side in, you can, you're already lined up for the other side. Dang it, dang it! I'm trying to give myself, a better working, shoot, the grub screw came out. That's okay. You gotta really focus up at first of trying to get this in here just a little at a time. All right. We're making progress, y'all. It is just slow going. Okay, come on with... Dang, man, I hate when that happens when the Allen key gets stuck. Because it can just cause issues. And again. Thank you. Sorry if y'all can't see much. There's not much going on. I'm just trying to get this. These grub screws in to lock the transfer system together. Woo! This is very tediously slow. Make sure everything's good. I just need to get this sucker tight. The stinking Allen key, come on. Sheesh. Just keeps getting stuck. Making this such a longer process. Plus I have to be careful because if it goes in crooked or anything, it can, Why are you doing this? Come on. Jeez. If it goes in crooked or comes out crooked, it can strip this dang grub screw, and if that happens, that's gonna just be a nightmare because I'll have to cut the plastic, redo it. It would just be a pain in the butt. I'm almost done. I've got a few more turns. Whew. Sorry, y'all. My thumb is cramping from having to do this in a weird way. Alright, I think we're good. If I can get my dang Allen key out. Let's see. Yep. Whew. I gotta stand up. Oh, it's making my butt hurt. Oh. Okay, now we actually, you know what? Let's leave that like that. Let me see. Let me go get my 7. Let me get this 7mm socket in here. See if I can crank these things down. I might have to hold one side with a wrench, but I'd rather not sit here and do this all night as far as... Oh, it's not even moving. Wait, I think... Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Let me get my 7. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over here. I have to try to hold on to this. Start getting it to pull in. That's why I did pulled some of the thread out on this side. Oh, that's not doing what I want it to do. There we go. It still didn't do what I wanted it to do. Hold on, I'm trying to get this right side to draw in. Let me flip this. You'll see what I mean here in a second. There's ways to do it. Let me see. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let me guess, it's free spinning. Yeah, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten this side as I loosen this side. And it should evenly distribute the thread, I'm hoping, onto the right side. Yeah, it is a little bit. It wants to. Well, even if we don't, it came out some. But I want it to really grab. I want it to come over here more. Let me try to get this off. I'm pretty sure it's twisted over here. It is. Whoops. Let's loosen this up. I want it enough to where I can get my wrench in there. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my wrench to prevent it from pulling through, and it should pull the right side in. Hold on, I'm almost there. Whew, it's a long-winded old bugger. Let's see if I can get my wrench in there. Gosh, almost. Let's see. Let me come out here to the edge so I can have some more working room. Okay, is that... I mean, let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to... I don't think I have enough out still. Okay, I'm gonna have to kind of double whammy this. So let me see. Try to get something in here to jam it while I can also hold it. Yeah, that did what I wanted it to do. And then you just pop that off. Get this in here. Because now it finally came out this side, it'll actually pull this side. Alright. We've got our detent system completely locked into place. Make sure everything's good. Oh, why that's acting like it doesn't really want to pop up enough. Like you don't really feel the right side. Huh. I wonder, I might have it too tight, actually. Because it's not wanting to let this left side spring up at all. So let's see what's going on. Oh, hold on. Let me put my wrench on here. Need to see why that detent system's not working right on this side. I might have it in backwards, maybe? I don't think so, though. Oh, you know what? I don't have to do that. Should be able to pull this off just a little bit. Use it as a little hammer. Then use our wrench to kind of pry these out of the way. It's a good thing that there's holes on these outside walls. Oh, let me actually take this off so I can kind of pry this out some. Something just wrong with it? Oh. These dang things. God almighty, those are so annoying right now. Sorry, y'all, but I mean, dang, like they shouldn't come up like that. No, now it's working. Why is it being... Okay. So... That's so weird. It's like when we put the... No, it's still working. Okay. I don't know. Maybe I did tighten it too much. We're going to find out here in a second. Okay. Let me get my thing back on there. Let's just snug them up and see. They probably don't need to be... I mean, I was kind of cranking on it, which was not right. Okay. Oops. All right. Is this still not wanting to bounce? Maybe that screw in there is too loose. For the bearing retainer. What am I doing? What size was that dang thing? Oh! Seriously, come here. Dang thing done rolled around down there. I think it's this 6. Or no, it wasn't. It was this. It was a 5.5. Shoot, and that's got screws on the other side. So why is that being so funky? Is it in backwards? I don't feel like I put it in backwards, but maybe I did. No, it looks fine. That's actually right, because these screws need to sit in here. So no, that's correct. They're in. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. Huh. I don't know. That is really weird, though. Oh, let me see something. Is that... Oh, that is rubbing on these zip ties. Let me see if I can... I can't move it. Let me redo those real quick. Because I don't want them sitting there. So... I need to go over here. I need to try to find a spot I can do a single zip. Like maybe down here. Run them this way and then out the wall. That's what I'll do. So, what I'll do is I'll get this connected. Boop, boop, boop. I'll start it. Alright. And we'll take these wires. And I gotta remember, though, they're gonna go... I'm not worried about those. They're gonna go this way. Ah, shoot. I can't go that way, because if I do... It'll be two... They'll go over this. And that won't work. So... We can do the double again. I just need to make sure that these are out of the way. So what I'll do is I'm hoping... There we go. Ah, shoot. Hopefully... Oh, there we go. Alright, now, let me get this on here. I need to actually kind of do it together. Alright. So Alright, that actually is going to work. So, I know it seems dumb I did it without the wires in there, but that's the cool thing about this is there's plenty of gap that we can actually fit these wires in. But first, we're going to take our LED arch and attach it before we start getting crazy. So we'll put it right here. Screw it in. All right, whoa. We'll do this top one. Whoops, we don't want to, okay. We don't want to do that. Come here. Move this back up here. There we go. You can feel it pop into the hole. Screw that in. Okay. Screw that in. And then we'll do our third one up here. Okay. So that's all mounted. That's good. Again, this doesn't matter because it's its own thing. That doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in to the top and then go out this way. Okay. Something we do need to do, though, before I get too wild, is I need to get in here with this powdered graphite. If I'd pay attention, I'd see I moved the camera forever in. Sorry. Let me see. I had some Q-tips. Here we go. We'll see if this will work to spread this out. Let me get... Man, this crap just pops right out onto your fingers. Let me get a shop towel or a paper towel for whatever you're going to use. And let's put some on here. Oh, shoot. Man, boy, it literally is just powder. So, let's rub it in here. And just rub it up all in these arches. Now, I don't know how this is supposed to really work. I don't know if we need to wet it. I don't think so, though. I'm trying to get this inside part. I should have done this earlier. He says it's supposed to help. What I'm doing though is I'm getting the front part first. Then I'll move the levers forward, and we'll do the reverse. Okay. Oh, wow, that actually... Wow, okay, that actually seems to have made a pretty good difference. Let me get this in here. Let me flip it over here. Whoop, get out of the way. Get some more on here. Let's go back here. That's pretty crazy how it puts a coating on there. Get the spot where the wheels are sitting, get all in the middle area. Lift up and look through, make sure you're getting all of this. Alright, let's see. I gotta make sure I move these in. Dadgummit. Wow. Dang, dude, he is not wrong, man. That is... I'm gonna keep putting it on there because I can. Dang, dude, he is not wrong, man. That is crazy. How just this powder can really make a difference, man. That's wild. I mean, I've looked it up, and it's mostly used by locksmiths and stuff for keyholes, for doors, and stuff like that, in cars. But, I mean, it does say plastic. I'm just going to put a little bit more on there. It ain't hurting nothing. Oh, wrong way. It obviously ain't hurting nothing. It ain't doing nothing but making it better. And then you can kind of see it's shiny in there now. Man, those detents sound good too. See how much easier it is for me to move that now? Wow. That is so freaking cool. Okay, I'm definitely going to remember to use this. I'm probably about to probably about to squirt some on all these gears. That's not a bad idea either. Alright, now that we've got that together and nice and lubricated, let's get our wires through here. Let's get this last wall on. Let's start Getting our wires up to the front. Man, dang, dude, I didn't make that blue wire long enough, did I? Okay, I'm just going to do this one wire at a time. And we'll use our tweezers. Bloop. Pull that one through. It's good. Now we'll go... white wire. Dang, yeah, I didn't cut that blue wire anywhere near long enough. Get that one through. It's kind of like doing surgery, right? Yeah, I'm just kidding. Alright. So now, we don't want the red. We just want these. So now these are good. What we're going to do... oh no, that goes over here. I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot. I did and I didn't. Where is... Where is my screw? I said we were going to use my button head because I need that. I can put these on though. Put this one on. Get out of the way. I can put that on up here. Okay. Stop doing that. Oh, here it is. Goodness gracious. All right. One on there. One on here. All right, let me pull these wires out of the way. Get all of these wires up out of the way. Let me also not forget... No, those are on the inside. I'm wrong. Okay. I was going to say the spacers, but the spacers are all on the inside. Alright, let's do this. Let's get these panels lined up. Okay. I need to gently start this because I don't want to push that nut out the other side. Even though I know I super glued it in, the last thing you want to do is push it out, and then you're sitting here struggling. Okay. Why in the world? Maybe I need to loosen this up some. I mean, that is snuggy. Snuggy as a buggy, you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. Oh my god, I put that on backwards, really? Get out of here! Oh! On the floor it goes. Whew, I need to get a better stool. Man, that is... Whoops. Jeez, of course. This is honestly pretty insanely tight. We're going to look at some stuff here in a second, see what we're doing. Oh, I didn't screw the top of these walls in yet, though, either. Kind of trying to split the threads. It doesn't really matter too much. All right. Let's put some screws in up here. Let's see what we're looking like. Okay. Okay. All right. Whoa. Oh. Did it land where I can find it? I tell you what, man, it's like a freaking magic floor down here sometimes. I did find that one, but some of these screws, man, they go under there. And I swear to God, they just disappear. Whoops. Okay. These obviously aren't attached to anything. Just like over here, they're free willy. But these, I mean, it's moving, but this one's got a decent gap between it and the wall. This one does not. Maybe this side's too tight as well. It definitely made the gap better, I know that. I have a feeling though this is gonna be kind of tight, but I don't feel like it should be maybe this tight. I guess we'll see if the motor has a really hard time moving it. That'll be a really good sign that we need to take it all apart. So make sure your gears are very smooth moving. These ones back here might be stiff just because of the stepper motor. So they do feel fine though. But it's just something to think about. But something I just thought about, and I'll be right back. We have this piece that needs to go on the middle. And this helps hold these in place and just allows the throttle handles to move. So we got to get that on there. Then you use 3 self-tapping screws up here at the top to mount it. These obviously go back here for the LEDs to run down, the wires to run down. So what we're going to do is take this off. We should be able to do these hopefully without having to take, oh my gosh, without having to take this entire thing apart. So we'll see, guys. We're gonna find out together. I apologize if I'm wrong and we have to take this whole thing apart. That would honestly really stink, especially this far into the build. Can we come off yet? What size is that? Oh, it's not even a screw. That's the hole to mount the arrow that points down in the middle at the numbers. Which, by the way, is like a $300-something, I think, add-on or more at freaking Scholarkey. Like, I'm sorry, dude. I know you guys make good products, but dadgum. I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. You're going to charge me for that? You just got to use your fingernail in there on this one. Alright, take that off, let that fall. So it's got to go over this. The question is, this is going to have to come off too. It needed to be done before we put the wires in. One thing we can try... Well, no, that wouldn't work because I'd have to... I'll tell you what the easiest way to do this is. We're going to take this apart. That needs to be a longer screw. That is not good enough. We're going to take this apart. I'm going to pull some of the wire back if I can. Doesn't feel like I can. I'm going to cut it as far up as I can. I'm just going to take that off. I would not suggest doing that. I would do that. I would put this piece on before you even get that far. You don't want to be making desperation. It's not really desperate. I'm not desperate. I'm just doing it because I know I'm probably going to swap those buttons out anyways because I don't like them. I've thought about it enough. I don't like it enough. I don't like them. I want them to be the 8.5 millimeter ones. Oops. And I need to get some longer M4 screws up here because I don't like how they don't really grab like they should. Clean that off. Let me get my M5. Whoa, sheesh Louise. Yeah, I'm doing that though because I can easily solder those back on. If I have to attach wire to it, I can. It's very easy. If you're not comfortable doing that, I apologize. You're going to have to go back, unfortunately, and take all of this apart just to get that, and remove your wiring just to get these this top piece on. I apologize. We should have done that earlier. I didn't even think about it. Man, eventually we'll get this thing screwed up. Whew! Long-winded old boys. Pull that off. Whoa! My bad. Drop my part. Pull that out. Let me get my M4 and take this off. Sorry, you guys can't see some of this. I'm just taking these handles apart. My bad. Try not to lose these pieces. Alright. Whoop. Well, that one didn't catch really great. Alright. Oh, that one I was actually able to pull some wire back. Alright, now let's take this off carefully. And, oh, I didn't take this one off yet. Right, set it down there with that. Now we should. You gotta make sure you line this up. These holes back here need to line up. Okay. What is in there? Alright, let me see if he has in here what screws those are. I know he does. Hold on, is it on here? No. Dang it, I swore it was on here. Do not block these holes, yep, because these are for your self-tappers. Okay. But this piece, whoa, almost lost my balance. This piece goes on here as well after you put your LEDs on. And this will all line up on both sides. They need to be flat, just like that. And your LEDs will go under here. Remember, amber and stuff. Actually, you know what, guys? We're just going to do that. I have the LEDs out here. Let's just go ahead and lay those on here and slap some wires on them. Because we're going to need to anyways. And I'll figure out what self-tapping screws we need to use up there. I think it's just M3s. Might just use these. Actually, I might just go ahead and use these. Yeah, it is just M3s. So let me just go ahead and do that. Try to get this as centered as possible. Okay. Put these other two in. Hope you guys can see all this. Let me get that straight. There we go. Just screw this one down. Okay. Man, those are gripping nice and tight too. Which now I don't have to worry about those pieces coming up. Let me get this on here. Okay, beautiful. And now we don't have to worry about it trying to fight. I mean, it kind of is. I can put screws in here temporarily just to hold these down before I put this on. But let's go ahead. This is my warm white LEDs. Yes, these are the 12 volts. Okay. I accidentally bought 5 volt the first time. Alright, let's see. We only use amber down here at the very back. So let's take a look, shall we? Don't worry, we're going to finish up the front and stuff too. This is probably going to be broken down into several videos. So I'm not going to worry about these right now because those are outside. Those aren't going to be covered up under here. So, okay. It looks like he uses like 2 down here, 3 or 2, and then we're going to go up. Okay. So, you only really need to go to up here. So we're going to use 3, because we'll pull it up here. Alright, here, I'll show you. We'll just go ahead and cut these. Whoa! Because these are so easy to solder too, which is what's fantastic. So what I'm saying is we're going to do 3 up there. I think we can do 3 down here. Now we're going to have to only do 2. So we're going to do 2 down here. So what we'll do is we'll bring these up here. We'll solder them. We'll flip it. We'll solder them together with just a little piece of wire. And then we'll solder the amber ones here as well with just a little piece of wire. So, let me set this little chunk to the side. Oh, I'm setting my papers on it, aren't I? I was about to say, where in the world did my amber go? Or orange is what these are. Which either way is fine. Oh, these came with a power connector, huh? Ooh, you can actually see orange. I'm just going to go ahead and pop that off. Oh, and the reason I'm using these COB LEDs is because they just diffuse so much better. So we'll get 2. You know what's crazy? I got this whole thing and I only need 4 pieces off of it. 4 chunks. They are 12 volt though as well, so we can just daisy chain all this together. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. So let me put these up. I don't need these cutters right now. My soldering iron is ready. Excuse me, dang, I got the hiccups. Randomly. Okay, so we don't need a lot of wire. Just need some really small pieces. So let me get my black and red. And we're just going to cut some tiny pieces. It's about right there. I'm going to do a little long. All right. Let's see. Sorry if that was loud. I apologize. Let's see. Let's get some of these. All right. Beautiful. That's the only thing when you get these smaller wires, trying to get them stripped sometimes can be a pain in the butt. Okay. Let me get my helping hands. We'll get this all soldered up. So this is turning into a multi-video because I really only wanted to show running the wires, which I did. So that is how we're going to run the wires. So this part's going to be all about LEDs and getting that stuff sorted. Where did my solder go? At least just in this part. These parts, this part right here, you guys can do. That's pretty straightforward. This one though, the cool thing is he's got spots here for all these LED wires to run down. Oh shoot, I'm not using my exhaust fan. All right. Now what we're going to do as well, let me get this, flick that off. What I'm going to do as well is I'm going to tin these pads. I need to make sure I do it right. I also need to tin these down here because this is where the orange is going to connect. And I'll tin 4 pads on here. Hold on, let me get my solder straight. Okay. All right. So now those are good. Now what I'm going to do, the one thing I don't like is how thin these can be. But it's okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pick, get this blue part up. And I'm going to place it up there where I want it to go. And we'll just press it on there. I'm probably gonna super glue these down as well. I'm just trying to get them up there temporarily so I can at least use heat without burning that chemical. Put that on there, and then we'll put the orange one on there. Okay, let's go the other way. Sheesh. There it goes. It's on my finger. Okay. And then we'll do this like this. We'll just bump them up to each other. That's just gonna shoot. We might just be able to melt the solder to it. Use the solder. Oh my goodness. Daggum. You hurry up and try to get that off before it melts my that thin plastic too much. Okay, we're good. Take crap. Get crap out of here. Alright. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to use super tiny wires. My helping hands. Unfortunately, that exhaust fan's not going to do much. When I'm soldering up here, I can try. Just going to push it into it, just like that. This one's a little long, but it should be okay. Oh, you know what we can do? The cool thing about silicone wire is we can cut it down. Not cut too much, alright. Then you can literally just use your fingernails and pull it off. You just twist it a little bit if you can. I couldn't really get it. And now, actually what we can do though, is you can just kind of pinch it together. And we'll add some solder to it to tin it, so that when we're doing this, it won't, you know, just they won't flail everywhere. And boom, just like that. Now we'll do the negative, or the ground, I should say. Ay, ay, ay. Just wanting to walk all over. Oh my goodness. Holy smokes, this wire. Wow, that is terrible. Oh, just touched the iron. Alright, again, we're going to have to snip this one down. Right, and then we're just going to pull it off. Just pinch down with your fingernails. Alright, for this one I'm going to turn it a little bit. I'm going to use my tweezers. Kind of get it over here. Just like that. Hold it. Okay. Alright, let's take some tiny pieces of wire. So for this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pull... Oh. I literally just pulled the... I pulled the silicone off because it's such... there's no gap. So what we'll do... just like that. What I want to do is I want to really get this wire with some solder. Oh, that's what I didn't want. That's okay though, that is soldered on. It shouldn't cause any issues with our connection, it just looks ugly. So, let's do it again. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. I was like, why did I... All right. We'll just pull that off. It's actually kind of nice. And what we'll do is we'll tin it while it's hanging there. That's good. A little bit more solder down there. Just kind of push it down. Not touch it. Oh. I didn't think that was going to happen. There we go. Okay, one thing we're going to do is we're going to put this up here. Just make sure our LEDs are good. Oh, I have this backwards. I think. Yeah, I did have it backwards, my bad. There's actually a gap up there. Not because of the LEDs, I don't think. Yeah. There's a little bit of a gap on this side. Maybe I'm not in the right... Oh. Goodness gracious, y'all. I don't know if that was causing it, but... No, there's a... Oh, I think I'm down too low on the orange. The white's good up here. Yeah. Dang, you can only fit one orange in there? Well, if that's true, shoot, I should have moved it. Well, guys, we're actually apparently only using 2 pieces out of 16 feet. Shoot. Ugh. Let me unsolder this then, because now I want to move it. Well, let me look. I might just leave it like that just because it gives it a nice cohesive look. Oh yeah, now there's no gap. No gap. Yeah. Actually, that orange where it is, actually just the one piece, is actually fine. Jeez Louise. Craziness. Alright. Now we need to see how many we need for this. He just shows up to here, which I think is correct. Mine goes farther. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's got to go from here to up here. Let me set that back where it was. Alright, man. Whoa. Yeah, so this is correct as far as LEDs go. So let's get, I just do two. I just do 2 and 2. Let's see. Yep, 2 and 2. It's perfect. I'm cutting out my my pieces for the other side as well. And then since I don't need 2, I just have the 1, I might as well go ahead and place it up here. I'll just temporarily place it because I'll place it with the other ones. Alright. So 2 and 2, let's go ahead and get these tinned. Excuse me. Okay. Shoot, I didn't realize I cut that one so short. Alright, then we'll tin down here because this is where the external wires are going to go. Alright. Now, move that out of the way. We will peel these off with our pick. Oops, I need to watch my video closely because I'm probably getting to the point of having a really full camera. So we'll place those there. And we'll place one a little bit away on the other side. Oh, sorry, I'm not even on camera. Just trying to peel this dang backing off. There we go. Whoop. Alright. Make sure we match our 12 volts. Beautiful. So now we'll take, I don't know why I just grabbed that wire. We'll take some black and red. We'll do red first. So we got to remember we don't need anything super long. There we go. Whoa. Which actually, instead of stripping these, we can just use our fingers, like I said. Oop. You can literally just use your fingernails. Blink. Pull this stuff apart. We'll get our helping hands, and we will get ready to tin this. Let me get some black wire. Okay. Drop it in my hand. Just fingernails, boom. Twist it. Fingernails. Twist it. Alright, we got our helping hands, which I think are they're in the view of the camera. Okay. Alright, let me get my soldering iron. Let's tin our wires and get these bad boys soldered. Okay. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Alright, get that out of the way. Alright. Alright. Whoa. Try not to touch the plastic. Oh. Alright. What in the world? That was kind of wild, to be honest with you. Let's try to hold this down with my fingernail. Oh, yes. Alright, now we're going to get ready to do this side. And then these will be finitoed. I'm going to clean that up. That looks like crap. Oh, I'm about to take that off. I don't need to do that. Alright, let's tin these up. Alright. Take this, place it up there. Okay. That actually came off really easy, which is great. Trying to mimic as close as I can everything kind of the same, you know, because it's where they're all gonna line up. Let me make sure that's not gonna cause issues by being that far forward. I don't think so. Nope, it's good. Whoa, it's good. Let's put this one on. So it's funny. I just thought about this. It literally goes 3, 2, 1, 2, 2, 3, 2. I don't know why that is so funny to me, but it is. Alright, and then now we can move this guy over here, which I'm going to touch him again. Because I keep... Oh. That needs to get cut. Because that just grabbed my hand. Just like that. Where, did it really just end up in there? That was funny. Stick this over here with this. Keep it with its handle. Alright, let's get some more wire. We got black wire in red. And then I'll run 3 pairs down to figure out here where we're going to put a power source for these LEDs, because these will all run out here as well. Same with the other side. So, okay, that's good. Just run a little bitty wire for that. I'll actually just cut 2 of those, because I'm just going to strip them again. And then we'll do this. Okay. I actually need... I'll do it when I'm doing everything. I was going to say is I need to tin these pads, but I'll just do it here in a little bit. Okay. Throw that away. Alright, where's my helping hands? Let me use it to tin these wires up real quick. Okay. Okay. Let's do the positive. Whoa, it's still hot. Okay. Again, we'll just try to hold this down where we want it. Oh, well, I squished it down, but that's okay. 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 Now we'll tin these pads. Load them up. Okay. Okay, whoop. All right. What we'll do, we'll trim the excess off here in a minute. Whoops. started touching plastic. Again, you gotta be careful. Whoa! Almost dropped my bundle of wire. There we go. I got this one twisted nice. Let's just get it up here. We'll try to melt both at the same time. Or not. There it goes. Come on. Sheesh, you old stubborn bird. Okay. So now we'll take our flush cutters. Cut that off. I'm gonna have to bend it up. Get that cut off. I don't want excess wires or loose wires causing shorts. Alright. Now we'll run some kind of long ones, not anything crazy. For these, probably get about a foot each. Okay, 2 more. Okay. Just strip them with our fingers. We'll just do these 2 at a time. I'm literally looking for something that's right in front of my face. Grab my soldering iron. Okay. Okay, let me check. Okay, we're still filming. Sometimes it doesn't make noise and it scares the crap out of me because, you know, the last thing we want to do is make a lot of progress and you know, you guys didn't get to see it. So honestly, I'm going to stop after this and offload these videos so that way I can ensure I have free space. Alright, those are done. Let me feed them through their hole. And these just feed right out the back, or right out the bottom. I'll show you when I grab them. Just right out the bottom. Out of the way. They have the gears there, but we're not going to worry about it. This is where the engine master's panel mounts, so actually that's where we'll wire into the LEDs. Alright, let me get another one. Whoop. Because that engine panel uses 12-volt LEDs as well. So we'll wire into that. And we'll probably just put a barrel plug on there. I don't remember if there is one. If there's not, we're going to put one on there anyways. And then we'll just use a 12-volt power supply connected to it. Oh, I don't know why I just put that up. Straighten that out. Go straight into that. We'll clean our iron off because it's got bad solder on there. And we'll do this one the same. Perfect. I'll just hold it in my hand while I do these last 2. Get that one ready. Put it in the clamp. And we'll get this one ready. Alright, whoop. I don't want that much on there. Okay. Do the ground wire first. Good. Now we'll do the positive. Oh my god, quit messing with it. There we go. Alright. And again, we'll feed this through. Uh-oh. Why is that one not coming out? Well, let me see. This one, they should all feed out. Let me make sure this one does. Okay, so this side does. Let me verify. They might not all feed out that way. No, they do. These ones go over here. So, should just be able to. We'll try to like angle them ourselves. They should come out this side. I can feel them. Ah, there we go. So I'll show you. They come out this side right here. This little spot. And so what we'll do is we'll bring them all this way. We'll combine the negatives with the engine start panel and stuff, and we'll go from there. All right. I have to figure out why this right side is such a pain in the butt. Okay. So that's good. Let's put this nut on here. And then we're going to call it for the night. I don't even know what time it is, my time. It's got to be like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Sheesh. That's alright, though. This has been so much fun for me. I hope you guys absolutely enjoy it, and I hope you get a ton of use out of it. So let's turn that off. Okay. Yeah, this right side's weird. This left side's working great. Something's up with the detent system on this right side. I'll have to take this apart and figure it out, but that's where we're going to end it for today. I'm probably going to break these up into several videos because there's so much content. But we did get the wiring all done. It is all up and out of the way up here. And then the LEDs are starting to come through back here. I know I did cut these for the switches, the disengaged switches, but again, these are easy to repair. I actually can pull some through, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these. I'm going to use the actual sized ones, because these look just so much better in there. If I can find the Allen key real quick, I think this is it. Yes, yes, it is. So the only thing that's gonna stink for me is trying to figure out that detent system, even after I've put all this together. But that's part of it, you know. When you do it yourself, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta figure it out. All right, let's see. See that how that sticks out much farther? I like that a lot better. I also need to see how big of a screw can fit in here. So the button fell out. That's fine. Where's my ruler? No. Guess let's use this as a ruler. It is 11 millimeters deep in there, but when you have this other cap on, this adds a few millimeters. So a 12 or something would probably do better than just a 10 on there. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I want to do. For these, you just got to make sure you glue them. Just glue them in there after you wire. Don't glue them in before. But they work great. Yeah, see how that sticks out? That's how that should be. That should be sticking out a little bit instead of being so far inside. It should be like that. And that one, this gives it just a tactile that I like. Alright. Thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.